Monday.com wants $39 per user per month to automate your hiring. I rebuilt their entire source, screen, and schedule workflow in n8n for $2.84 a month. And the recruiter never leaves Gmail. If you're a founder or a two-person ops team drowning in a careers inbox, you'll get the exact 4-node build, the scoring rubric, and the real numbers from 30 days of production traffic. Most tutorials sell you a shiny SaaS. I'll show you the plumbing that replaces it. I'm Lazar. I ship these systems for clients every week. Let's start with the part Monday won't tell you. Here's the scenario you probably recognize. You post one role, 48 hours later you got 80 applicants sitting in a careers inbox. Half are wrong for the role, a quarter didn't read the job post, and the 6 people you actually want to talk to are buried on page 3 of Gmail. So you either hire a coordinator you can't afford, or you sign up for an HR platform at $39 per user per month that makes your recruiter learn a new tool, migrate their pipeline, and log in somewhere new every morning. Both options are bad. The recruiter still does the reading. You just added a subscription and a login. What I'm going to show you is the same 3-verb workflow the big platforms sell: source, screen, schedule, running on a self-hosted n8n instance that costs the price of a coffee per month in OpenAI tokens and lands every result back inside Gmail and Telegram. The 2 tools your team already lives in. Real numbers from a live client run before I show the build. 30 days. 217 applicants processed end-to-end. $2.84 in total OpenAI spend. 6.2 hours of recruiter time saved every week. 1 Gmail account. 1 n8n workflow. 0 new SaaS logins for the human. Let me walk you through the 4 nodes. Node 1 is a Gmail trigger. You point it at careers at your domain, and every inbound email fires the workflow. Inside the trigger, you attach a label router. If the sender matches a known job board like LinkedIn or Indeed, you tag it inbound job board. If it has an attachment, you tag it inbound resume. If it's a reply to an existing thread, you tag it candidate reply, and short-circuit the pipeline so you don't rescore someone you already screened. This one router alone kills about 1/3 of your noise before any AI touches the message. Node 2 is where the intelligence lives. You take the email body plus any PDF attachment, run it through a PDF to text step, and pipe the whole thing into GPT-4o Mini with a structured extraction prompt. You are not asking the model to judge anyone yet. You're asking it to return clean JSON. Name, email, role applied for, years of experience, current title, location, 3 key skills, and a red flags array for things like missing portfolio, wrong role, no cover letter. Mini is the right model here. It's cheap, it's fast, and structured extraction is exactly what it's good at. On this client account, average cost per applicant landed at 1.3 cents. Node 3 is the scorer. You store your role rubric in a Google Sheet, 1 tab per open role, with weighted criteria. Must-have skills, nice-to-have skills, nice-to-have skills, nice-to-have skills, minimum years, location constraints, and disqualifiers. The n8n node reads the row for the matching role, hands the rubric and the extracted JSON back to the model, and asks for a score from 0 to 100 plus a 2-sentence rationale. Then a simple if branch labels the Gmail thread. 70 and above gets the A tier label. 50 to 69 gets B tier. Below 50 gets auto-labeled reject and drops into a folder your recruiter reviews once a week in batch, not one at a time. That batch review is where you catch the false negatives, and after 2 weeks of tuning the rubric, the reject folder is almost always correct. Node 4 is the handoff. For every A-tier candidate, the workflow does three things in parallel. It sends the candidate a templated reply from the recruiter's own Gmail address with a cal.com booking link for a 15-minute intro. It pushes a Telegram message to the hiring manager with the candidate's name, role, score, rationale, and a direct link to the Gmail thread. And it appends a row to a tracking sheet, so you have an audit trail without opening a CRM. The candidate books themselves. The manager sees the top of the funnel on their phone. The recruiter's inbox stays clean because A-tier is already handled, B-tier sits in a labeled folder for a human read, and C-tier is out of sight. Let me show you what this looks like in production. On the client run of 217 applicants, 141 got auto-labeled reject, 61 landed in B-tier for human review, and 15 hit A-tier and got the booking link automatically. Of those 15, 11 booked calls, 4 converted to second round, 1 got hired. The recruiter's total time in the pipeline that month was under 7 hours versus the roughly 32 hours the same volume used to take. OpenAI billing screenshot shows $2.84. n8n is self-hosted on a home server, so hosting is zero incremental. The Google Sheet and cal.com are free tiers. Total monthly cost of the stack, under $3. 2 things Monday and the other HR suites won't tell you. First, 90% of the value is in Node 1, the label router, not the AI. Cutting noise before you spend a token is what makes this cheap and fast. Second, the recruiter never learns a new tool. They open Gmail like they did yesterday. The labels are new, the Telegram pings are new, but the muscle memory is the same. That's why adoption is 100% on day 1, which is something you cannot say about a platform migration. If you want the n8n workflow JSON, the scoring rubric sheet, and the exact prompts I used, we published the client-ready versions of these builds at bizflowai.io. While you're there, book a free 30-minute discovery call if you've got a hiring pipeline, an inbox, or any repetitive workflow you want automated end-to-end, and hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next build lands in your feed. Because next week, I'm breaking down the same pattern applied to invoice chasing.